Hello, and welcome to today's subscriber contract, Dubai List 11, set in Dubai and supplied to us today by Paul Anderson, 37. So moving on to our briefing, 47 wants to finish everyone in Dubai. And moving on to our targets, and today we have 5 of them, along with a free map. And for today's challenge, we'll be starting as event security. We're going to have a remote micro taser stored up in the penthouse supply room, and we'll be bringing with us a burial dagger, a lethal syringe, and a Seeker 1. So, right from the start and off the bat, we're going to put down that questionnaire, as we're not very good at answering questions, and we're going to make our way up to the penthouse area, where we will require a change of disguise. So we're just going to make our way up onto the top of the art installation, and up here we're going to grab the crowbar and vault over the scaffolding and up onto the penthouse balcony area, and up here we will find a guard all on his own, who we can then render unconscious. We're going to hide his body in the maintenance room, where there is a closet provided. There's also a tech worker in here, but he is blind and deaf. So once we have our friend here safely tucked up, we can take his outfit and we can now safely move around in this area. So we're going to make our way over towards the conference room and into the conference room, where we have our item stored up, and we can also lure in our first target. So we're going to turn on the vacuum cleaner, we're going to retrieve our grenade here, and then we're going to turn off the vacuum cleaner and await the arrival of our first target. And when he comes in to investigate, we can then introduce him to cold steel. So we're just going to make sure that door closes behind him first of all, introduce our friend here to cold steel, and deposit him in the closet provided. So with our first target dealt with, we're going to make our way out into the reception area, and underneath the stairs where our next target is located, we're going to shoot them in the back with the Seeker 1. We want to make sure we're not too close when we do so, otherwise we will cause a bit of alert. So he's going to get sick, and he's going to make his way to either the bathroom way downstairs or the bathroom up in the penthouse. Either way, it gives us plenty of time to start work on our next target, who's currently on guard outside of the conference room. So we're going to take our burial dagger and we're going to throw it deep into the room there. That will get our target's attention, and when he comes in to investigate, we can then close the doors behind him. Come on sir, no need to radio in, it's just a strange noise, nothing to worry about. We're going to render him unconscious. We're going to leave him there, as he is an accident electrocution elimination, and we'll come back for him a little bit later. In the meantime, we are going to make our way up to the penthouse area and catch up our feeling sick guard. He's making his way to the pantry bathroom, which is ideal for us because we're going to make somebody else sick later on, and they are going to head to a different bathroom. So we're just going to grab the screwdriver in the pantry, await the arrival of our target here, and when he goes into the bathroom, we can give him a nice refreshing cold drink, making sure we close the door first of all. So we are now 2 targets down with 3 more to go. We now need to make our way back down to the penthouse reception area, where our remaining 3 targets are all located. They're all in a nice little group, although we are going to separate them up a little bit. So we're going to make our way straight back down to the reception area, and then further on past reception down the set of stairs directly ahead of us, and down here we will find 2 guards, one of which is our target. So what we're going to do is hide ourselves around the corner. Using our Seeker 1, we're going to make the non-target guard sick. He will wander off and he will go downstairs to the atrium toilets. And once he is safely out of the way, we will then be able to pounce on his colleague and introduce him to Cold Steel. So we're just going to wait for him to get down the stairs a little bit, and then we're going to pounce on our target here. There you go. So he will be found if we leave him there. So we can't leave him there, but we also can't take him anywhere else while there is another target up at the reception area. So what we're going to do is make our way up to the reception area, and when our target comes along after sitting down and having a nice relaxing time, we're going to approach him from behind and jab him with our lethal syringe, and he will go down rather gracefully, and we can then make our way down the stairs and drag our other friend here up the stairs into the reception area. And that will just leave us with our final target, who is already asleep and waiting for us. So before we can deal with this guy, we do need to render a couple of other guys unconscious. So we're going to make our way out into the corridor, and we're going to render this guard right here unconscious before he starts his phone call preferably. And we're going to drag him into the security office. So in you go, sir. You can wait right there. We're then going to get the enforcer guard over by the lift shaft, and we don't actually have to hide this guy anywhere as he is the last man standing. So once we have rendered him unconscious, we can now return to the conference room, retrieve our target, and we're going to drag him all the way out into the corridor and over to the water cooler. And we're going to use the screwdriver on the water cooler because we don't have a silenced pistol. And then we're going to drop our taser into the puddle, and we can then get a safe distance away and trigger our taser and eliminate our final target. So with all of our targets now dealt with, all that's left for us to do is to make good our escape. And there just so happens to be an exit at the end of the corridor where the enforcer is currently sleeping off a headache. So there we go, one more subscriber contract taken care of, and we get confirmation all of our targets have been eliminated according to plan. We had no objectives, and we get a silent assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.